Hey, what's up, champions? Gediminas here. Welcome along. How are you guys doing? Hope you had a smashing week. Hope your month ended well, or it's still ending, right? We're still in the process of it, so a lot of you are smashing new ranks, new qualifications, making new commissions, etc. So that's absolutely fantastic. It's always very, very exciting at the end of the month. And also, a bunch of you probably are getting ready for the GoPro, in Las Vegas. I know a lot of our team are packing suitcases, printing tickets, because a bunch of our guys are flying out tomorrow. And then me and Rita, we're flying out on Monday. So can't wait. It's going to be incredible week of learning, connecting with people, talking there in Las Vegas, meeting, some of my heroes, like Eric Worre and Ray Higdon and Todd Falcone and Fraser Brooks and a bunch of other guys. So really, really exciting times. Hey Anna, hey Yogan, hey Gilvinas, hey Christina. Thanks for joining in, guys. All right, but today I wanted to talk to you guys about using recruiting blocks. Okay, so if you're watching a replay of this, please do me a massive favor, stick hashtag replay into the comments. And if you're new, if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, I would really, really appreciate if you would write new in the comments. So this way I know who's new. It gives me a chance to say hello, to connect to you, etc. Hey Neringa, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so what is recruiting blocks or recruitment blocks? Well, recruitment blocks are 15-minute time intervals that you can really use, and you can show other people in your team how to use in order to really propel the business, get the business out of standstill and into motion, and really to destroy the myth that you have to have a lot of time on your hands in order to be able to do network marketing. Because a lot of people, when you're going to present them with the business, they'll say, oh, it sounds great, but I just wouldn't have time. I have a full-time job. I've got 4 kids. Just no way I can do this business. Now, we as professionals who've been in a business for a long time, we know that that's not true, because we know people who became extremely successful in network marketing who didn't have much time, who were super busy, who had other businesses and other things, etc. However, sometimes for people, it's just the illusion or the tasks look so huge, that if I want to become successful in this business, I have to work all day at it, I have to have a lot of time, etc. But in 9 times out of 10, it's not true at all. Even if you are a mom with 4 kids, super busy, or a dad with 3 jobs, etc., you can still squeeze in network marketing into your schedule so that maybe network marketing can start earning you the income that will free up your time so that you can work less, spend more time with your kids, and do whatever you really like to do. Okay? So that's where the recruitment blocks comes in, because they're so simple to explain to somebody. Say, hey, somebody says, hey, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this. I'm super busy. You can say, hey, look, could you, find maybe 30 minutes a day? Maybe could you find 60 minutes a day, to do this business? And they might say, well, yeah, maybe. Even before, if they don't even answer that, you could say, hey, what about finding 4 15-minute slots in your day? Would it be possible to find 4 15-minute slots? Maybe one in the morning before the kids wake up, just 15 minutes to squeeze in. Maybe one at lunchtime, maybe one towards the evening. Could you find 4 slots in a day of 15 minutes time where you could slot in? And for most people, they can definitely find 15-minute blocks there and there and there, right? And that's where it becomes very productive. Because again, in network marketing, when it comes to time, it's not so much about quantity as it is about quality, right? So somebody might have 8 hours a day free and still achieve absolutely nothing in business because they're not doing the income producing activity. They're not doing the stuff that matters, right? And we know in network marketing, income producing activities when you're talking to somebody who can say yes and buy your product, or who can say yes and join your business, right? And talking I use loosely because we now have social media and other things, etc., that you can use, right? So the idea is to show a person that, hey, you could do this business we're just using 15-minute blocks there and there, wherever you can squeeze them in. So it might be your lunch break, it might be in the morning, as you're having your breakfast, it may be in the evening, it may be there on the train or whatever, right? So 15-minute blocks are a lot manageable than saying to somebody, hey, you need to do this business 3 hours a day. 6 or 8 15-minute blocks might be much easier to find than 3 hours of sitting down and just doing the business, right? So, and then depending on how many of these blocks somebody does a day, you can tell them, how quick they can build a business. So if somebody does, 4 to 5 blocks a day, which means they're doing about 1 hour a day, then it's going to be a slow pace, but they can still build the business. If somebody does 5 to 7 blocks a day, right, which is like almost 2 hours a day, then it's an average speed, right? If somebody does 7 to 9 blocks a day, then it's going to be fast. And if somebody does like 9 to 12 of these blocks a day, then it's super fast, right? So of course, the more time somebody invests in the business, the quicker it's going to progress. But using these blocks, it's a lot more manageable for a lot of people, a lot more easier to understand and comprehend and wrap the brain around how I could do this business, right? Because when we come to them and say, hey, would you like a part-time business? In their head, they're thinking, well, full-time job is 40 hours a week. So part-time job is 20 hours a week. I don't know if I can find 20 hours every single week to do this business, right? Because that's what's sounding in their head when we're saying part-time business. But when we say, hey, could you find, few 15-minute blocks around your day in order to build this business? Most people would definitely find few 15-minute blocks a day. And they can definitely start building. And then, by teaching them how to use that time productively, so they're not sitting on Facebook watching dancing cats for 15 minutes, but they may be messaging people on Facebook. Maybe they're calling some friends. Maybe they're meeting somebody for a quick cup of coffee or whatever, right? So it's about using that time effectively and productively, and they can very easily start achieving a lot more. And then after that, of course, it's consistency and compression. So one, they have to stay consistent then. So even if they're going to do 2 blocks a day, just 2 15-minute blocks a day, which means they only put half an hour a day into the business, they have to stay consistent. Because it's so easy to start doing that and at day 3 go, hey, whatever, other things happen, I didn't have time. You're not going to get there, right? You're not going to succeed. So if you want results in business, you have to stay consistent. So even if you do half an hour a day, but do it every single day, week in, week out, right? Because that's when you're going to start seeing the results, when you're staying consistent with it. And also compression, then once they start getting results, the more of these blocks they can compress in the day, the more they're going to achieve, the more results they're going to get, etc. So again, that's going to help them a lot more. So that's really the training for today. Hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, feel free to share it with other people. Hope this is going to help you maybe to look at your business in a different light as well. So where you don't get overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, so much to do. Just focus on finding a couple of 15-minute slots around the day, and that will definitely help you to start building your business. And if you're already in network marketing and home-based business, and you'd like my free training on 26 different ways how to find customers and sell more products, then head over to titaniumsuccess.co.uk/sales, and you'll be able to download my free audio training, which will give you 26 different strategies on how to find customers and sell more products. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Have a great evening, and I'll see you at the top. Bye for now.